Food and nutrition. Food. Next to air, food is the most basic need of all organisms. It is the source of energy for all life activities. Plants, animals, human beings, and even microorganisms need food to survive. The energy obtained from food is used for body growth and tissue repair. Nutrients are the substances that make up our food. Our body needs different nutrients in different proportions. Lack of any nutrient in our diet for a long period of time would result in appearance of deficiency symptoms and diseases. Our diet should not only consist of all the necessary nutrients but also in proper proportions. Types of nutrients. Nutrients are the chemicals released by the breakdown of the food we eat into smaller particles. They may be of the energy-giving or the body-building type. Nutrients are primarily divided into three major categories: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Carbohydrates and fats are the energy-giving nutrients, while proteins are the body-building nutrients. Apart from these, vitamins and minerals like iron, calcium, sodium, etc. are also required by our body in trace quantities. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates form the bulk of our diet. They are the energy-giving nutrients and are essential for carrying out our life activities. Our food mostly contains carbohydrates in their complex form. Our muscles, brain, and all other organs function by consuming the energy obtained from glucose. We get carbohydrates from sources like wheat, rice, corn, sugar, bananas, potatoes, milk, and milk products. Their requirement in our body varies according to our age and work routine. People who perform more physical work require more carbohydrates in their diet. For example, the body of a sports person would require more energy than that of an office manager. Fats. Fats are one of the fundamental nutrients that make up our diet. They are also energy-giving foods. Fats get deposited under the skin and help in temperature regulation of our body. Our body also stores excess energy in the form of fat. Major food sources of fats are nuts, eggs, and meat, oil, and dairy products like butter, ghee, and cheese. Despite their benefits, fats should be taken in balanced amounts. It is because they release much more energy than carbohydrates on burning. Excess of fat in the body leads to weight gain. It can also cause other serious health issues like heart disease and high blood pressure. Junk food. Food products which have high concentration of fats and sugars but are lacking in nutrients like vitamins and proteins are known as junk food. Such food items also have less fibers in them, and so they are not easily digested. Deep-fried food items, soda, cakes and pastries, burgers, etc. are examples of junk food. We should not eat junk food very frequently. We should prefer eating healthy, fresh, and fibrous food products instead. Proteins. Proteins are another category of major nutrients required by our body. They are the building blocks of our body. Proteins are needed for growth and repair of body cells and tissues. They make up our hair, teeth, nails, bones, muscles, etc. Proteins also improve the capacity of the body to fight against germs and infection. Eating a diet rich in proteins reduces excessive fat from the body. Children of the age from 10 to 16 years should eat plenty of protein-containing foods. This would help in proper growth of their body. Soybean is one of the richest sources of protein. Pulses, meat, eggs, fish, chicken and milk are some other important sources of proteins. No more. A protein-rich diet helps in improving brain activity and develops concentration. Vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals are the nutrients which our body needs but cannot make. Our body needs them only in small quantities. They are crucial for proper functioning of our body system. That is why vitamins and minerals are known as protective foods. Vitamin A, B complex, C, D, E and K are the vitamins required by our body. Vitamin A is important for maintaining good eyesight. Vitamin B complex helps in blood formation and in keeping our brain cells healthy. Vitamin C helps in boosting immunity. Vitamin D is needed for healthy bones. It is the only vitamin that our body can make in the presence of sunlight. Similarly, minerals like calcium and phosphorus are needed for building strong bones and teeth. Iron is necessary for blood formation. Iodine is used to make necessary chemicals in the body, and so on. No more. Vitamins are of two types: fat-soluble and water-soluble. Vitamin A, D, E and K are fat-soluble. Rest are water-soluble. Major sources of vitamins and minerals are fruits, green leafy vegetables, milk, iodized salt, and fish. Although required in small quantities, deficiency of vitamins and minerals in the body will result in appearance of deficiency symptoms and diseases. The symptoms will disappear once the deficiency of the respective nutrient is made up. Roughage. Roughage is the fibrous and indigestible part of our diet. It is not a nutrient but is important for proper functioning of our digestive pathway. It is obtained from plant sources like cereals, pulses, nuts, and certain fruits and vegetables. Water. Water makes up more than 60% of our body mass. It is required for the smooth working of all body functions. Water helps in the absorption of nutrients from the digested food material. It is also required for removing waste products from the body. It is important for us to drink at least 2 to 3 liters of water on daily basis. We can also eat fruits like cucumber, watermelon, tomatoes, etc., which have high water content. Balanced diet. A diet which contains all the essential nutrients required by our body in correct proportion is called balanced diet. It is made up of food items from all groups of macronutrients and micronutrients. It is low in fat and has sufficient amount of fibers and minerals. Eating a balanced diet helps in proper body growth and development. It helps us in staying healthy and fit, thus reduces our chances of falling sick. It also keeps our weight in check. Healthy eating habits. We should never skip our breakfast as it is the most important meal of the day. It gives us energy to work after a long break from eating since a night before. We should always take our breakfast, meals and snacks at fixed times. Our digestive system would be disturbed if we eat at irregular time intervals. Eating highly processed food items like fries, chips and cookies is harmful for our health as they contain high concentration of sugar, salt and fats. The fruits and vegetables we eat should be fresh and properly washed. We must avoid consuming stale and rotten food. It can upset our digestive system and make us sick. Food items should not be overcooked or deep fried in oil. Cooking food for a long time would destroy all the nutrients in it. We must be mindful of our food intake. Overeating can cause stomach ache and indigestion. We should chew our food slowly and properly. It helps in easy digestion of food. Amazing fact! Honey is the only food product that will never go bad. Food preservation. Any change in the quality of food that makes it unfit for consumption is called spoilage of food. It occurs due to the action of microorganisms like fungi and bacteria which are present in the atmosphere. They grow on food and decay its quality by changing its chemical composition. Presence of moisture is one of the major causes of microbial growth on food products. Eating rotten food may result in stomach ache and other digestive problems. Spoilage of food items can be detected from change in their taste, smell and texture. No more. Lemon juice is a natural preservative. It can be used to keep cut fruits fresh. Food preservation is a set of techniques used to prevent food items from going bad. The purpose is to limit the conditions in which germs can multiply. It also prevents changes in the chemical composition of the food. Following are some of the commonly used methods for food preservation. Drying. Drying is the oldest method of food preservation. It involves keeping the food in the sun to remove its water content. In the absence of water, the microorganisms cannot grow. Fruits and meat products are preserved by this method. Freezing. Freezing is the method in which the food product to be preserved is stored at very low temperature in deep freezers. It stops the growth of the germs but does not kill them. Peas and meat products are preserved by this method. Canning. The food product to be preserved is cleaned and kept in sealed jars or containers. After this, they are heated strongly so that no more germs can grow. Cherries are often preserved by this method. Pickling. In pickling, the food is preserved by keeping in oil or salt bath. Homemade pickles are made by this process. Chemical treatment. In this method, the food items are treated with chemicals to prevent them from spoiling. Use of vinegar at home is an example of this method of food preservation. Activity. Aim. To convert grapes into raisins by sun drying method. Need. Few grapes. A bowl. Method. Wash the grapes thoroughly and put them in a bowl. Keep the setup in the sun for a few days. Rotate the grapes regularly to ensure even drying. Observation. After a few days, you will notice that the grapes shrink in size and convert into raisins. You can store them in an airtight container.